Hello gamers and welcome back to the channel. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, you've probably heard of the Finals. It's a first-person shooter where you and your team take money into a cash-out box in order to win, while destroying every building in your sight. So let's face it, we've all had those moments where things didn't go the way we wanted. Whether it was poor planning or poor playing, we all wish we were better at this game. That's why today's video is a little bit different. It's called How Not to Play the Finals. Think of it as your go-to guide for avoiding common mistakes, whether you're playing solo or teaming up with your friends. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what not to do, so that you can reach the finals and get a taste of that sweet, sweet virtual money. So if this video helps you out at all, or at least keeps you entertained, it would mean a lot if you click that like button, make sure you're subscribed for weekly content, and let's get into it. So tip number 1 is don't ignore the objective. Now I know this might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many times I have seen and actually been a part of ignoring the objective myself. The finals is an objective-based game, which means it literally does not matter how many kills you end with if you don't have the most money at the end of the round. Now I do want to clarify, fragging out does have an impact in the outcome of the game, but only if it translates to capturing or stealing the cash outs. Now, like I said, I am guilty of this from time to time as well. You're in a fight, you get that tunnel vision, you're chasing down that last enemy to get the team wipe, you completely forget about the cash out, and there's no time left for you to steal, so you end up losing the round. So it actually might be worth getting better at playing the objective than it is to even get kills. If you think about it, if you get good with sneaking around, maybe with like invisibility with the light class, or if you learn the timing of the cash out so that you can steal it without enough time for the enemy team to steal it back, these skills would actually be more valuable than even getting kills, since the finals is an objective-based game. Now tip number 2 is going to be don't ignore your teammates. In the heat of the game, it's easy to fight for your own survival, right? But you gotta remember, the finals is a team game and your teammates are honestly your greatest asset. Unless you're playing the newest limited time mode Solo Banquet, playing with your team is crucial for success. Paying attention to teammates' health if you're a medium healer, or even a heavy with shields, or even a light with a vanishing bomb, you can always help your teammates get out of difficult situations. Think of it this way, ignoring your teammates is like trying to play in a band but not listening to the other musicians. It's chaotic, uncoordinated, and it's not going to sound good. The same goes for the finals, right? Communication is something that takes time to develop, and if you have no friends, it's even harder to get on the same page. But there are always strategies that you can use to coordinate with your team. Ping enemies when you see them, stick near your teammates when they're in a fight, revive as soon as you can. All of these tactics help your team and ultimately help you win. So my tip number 3 is going to be don't ignore defense. Now it's easy to get caught up in the thrill of attacking, but remember, a strong defense is often your best offense. I've seen so many players that were great at getting kills, but they severely lacked any kind of evasive plan when things got intense, which usually led them to getting killed. And that usually leads to the downfall of a fight, since we were immediately outnumbered. Now, defensive strategies can vary, right? It could be as simple as covering your angles, holding a strategic position, maybe above a cash out box on a level above in a building, or setting up traps for unsuspecting opponents. It's about anticipation, understanding the enemy tactics, and being 2 steps ahead. Remember, the best players in the finals aren't just good at shooting, they're also masters at getting shot. Keeping an eye on your surroundings, staying mobile, and knowing when to duck for cover can save you and your team from many sticky situations. Alright, for my next tip, don't destroy everything. Yes, I know, the finals is awesome and it gives you an incredible playground of destructible environments, and I love destroying a building just as much as the next guy, but just because you can destroy something doesn't mean you should. Now I want to clarify, strategic destruction is what's key here. If you need to create a new path or remove an enemy's cover, that's fine. But randomly blowing up walls and floors can leave you exposed, destroy your own team's cover, or even unintentionally help the enemy team. Blowing up a wall might open a path for you, but it also opens it up for your opponents. So it's a two-way street. You should always think before you demolish. Alright guys, and for my last tip, it's very simple. Don't be toxic. The finals is an inherently competitive game, so it's easy to get upset and want to take it out on your team. But remember, it's a game, and games are meant to be fun. You know, being toxic, whether it's through chat, your voice comms, or even like your play style, trying to like team kill your teammates, doesn't just ruin the game for others, but actually it can also backfire on you. No one plays their best when they're angry or upset, and being the source of that negativity can just make your team fall apart anyways. So you're not really helping your case, and you're not helping your team. So here's a tip within a tip, basically. If things are getting heated, take a breather. just turn off your game, go take 5 minutes, take a deep breath, calm down. It's not that serious. It's a video game. And remember that it's not just about being nice and polite, it's about being a good player and a better teammate. So for the community's sake, keep it cool, try to keep it positive, and watch how it improves your game and your overall experience with the finals. Alright guys, so that's it for the video. Thank you so much. Those are my tips on how not to play the finals. I've been having a lot of fun with this game, and I hope you have too. Remember just to keep it positive, keep having fun, and I will see you all out in the arena.